Hi friends, this is Yogesh Bhavsar once again with one of the videos that I wanted to share with you all. Today I have done a small analysis on the metal sector, and I'm going to share with you a couple of stocks in that sector. The disclaimer would be that whatever I'm going to share with you all as a video or a text or a information is only for the education purpose. None of my stocks discussed over here should be taken as a investment or a call or a tip. Uh, I'm just sharing you my theory and my way of research. It can work, it cannot work. It's totally upon the markets. So please do not consider this as a tip and just blindly invest or take advice of your financial advisor, and please take full responsibility of your trade. So let us go and see what I have for you all, guys. So let me share my screen with you all. Just a second. Yeah. So I hope you can see my screen. So what I have is a daily time frame of CNX Metal Index. Now, what we can see is a beautiful setup that has happened. Uh, the metal sector is totally taking support of this trend line and going on the upward direction. And recently, what we see is we had a nice breakout out here. Okay, it was a pure consolidation. Over here, it took the support of the trend line, and we have a wonderful breakout. What we see in the daily time frame is the index tried to break down, but was not able to break it because of a strong demand in the metal sector right now. And we have a retest and a confirmation of that there is a possibility of an uptrend. Okay, this still does not show us that it is still going to be up or down, but it is shows that there is a support, a strong support in this sector. So what I have done is I have identified a couple of stock in the metal and steel and iron and steel sector, and came down with couple of stock, and let us go one by one. I have few of them. So first stock, that is Moken, that we saw a recent rally. Okay, I'll just put it a little bit smaller, this one, because it's too big. If you see on the monthly time frame, it is getting some rejection or may come, this can act as a problematic area as of now. But if you see on the daily time frame, this stock has given a brilliant breakout. A wonderful volumes that we can see over here and accumulation. And my system has started showing you the black dots on the above side. What I would like to see is a small, strong candle closing on the daily time frame, and then above that I can consider to take a buy for my portfolio. Still, I have not taken it, but I'm just sharing you my views, because what has happened over here, we have a small monthly resistance. So what happened, a lot of people only see daily time frame. They must see that 147 breakout, they just share it on the Twitter and all, and they don't even bother to see what time frame, what higher time frame is there for you all. Having a longer term perspective is very much important if you want to hold it for 6-7 months. So, and the best part, right now, we see that the monthly time frame of my system has given a green, and weekly below is blue, and we have a wonderful rising volume. Okay, so if the breakout happens of 161, 162 with a rising volume or above the average volume, it's a very good sign. So first stock that is there, Moken, but I'm still going to wait in this stock. The other one is Prakash Industry. Prakash Industry right now is seeing some selling pressure from this areas. Okay, on the monthly time frame. But the best part, what I see over here, that it is a better in still in the consolidation area. So if monthly, or I mean, say if the daily breakout happens above 91 rupees, and my system has already identified that there is a strength in the stock, if you see, can all the black dots below the bar. So what I am very much excited to see whether this stock is going to close above 91 or not. Once it closes above 91, I will decide my strategy on it. But yes, Prakash Industry is in my radar in iron and steel sector. Okay. Now let's go to the third stock. The third stock on the monthly time frame we can see has given a wonderful breakout of DB wires. Okay. Now, if I go on the weekly time frame, we have a wonderful breakout and the stock is giving us a momentum. So if I go more pull down into the lower time frame, what I can see right now is the stock trying to has gone out of this trend line range. Okay. So what happens the daily time frame are like the trend is changed and everything, but which is not the case. We have to see what is on the higher time frame. So what am I expecting in this stock to do is let me get that arrow for you all, which has a continuation. I can't find it. So what is going to happen is we may have a breakout, again consolidation, and then a pullback, and the stock will keep moving up if it takes the direction of the higher time frame. So this is a small analysis on the daily time frame of what is the possibility of the DB wires. Okay. So this stock is also in radar for me. See, I'm not a trader who would love to just go and, BTST and all that stuff. I try to plan my stocks in advance. So when it happens, you are prepared. Okay. I don't just go and see the screen on the one day, just the scanner gives and you are just popping up. So I like to be well prepared in advance and then act when that situation occurs. It may take a month and a half, but you are pre-planned with what you like, and that is the best benefit that I have gone in my markets till date. So I'm just sharing you what exactly I do. So on the weekly time frame, you can see the Gallant Ispat has given a minor breakout. But I would like to see the stock giving you closing above 91.40 in coming days on the daily time frame. So what would happen is that a continuation pattern. So if you see my monthly time frame, my monthly time frame has still not given me, it's just given me a green dot, and the weekly time frame has started giving me the green dot. So what is happening is that the trend has started showing for a longer term. If you see in my system of YTA, we have started getting the black dots from the bottom. So this shows that this is a possibility of a high probability trade in coming months. And if you see the volumes over here are above average than the previous weeks. Sorry guys, something I just pressed by error. Yeah. So back, can you see the volumes are being generated, which shows there is some buying in the sector. Okay. The stock is witnessing good volumes and the stock was under consolidation and it has given a breakout, but I would still love to see the daily closing above 92. So let's see what happens. Now, if you see JSW Steel, what has happened? Let me remove the entire this thing. JSW Steel has given a wonderful one-sided rally, showing that there was a clear-cut intention for the stock to go up. Okay, we had a monthly breakout of 442, and the stock has zoomed to 800 rupees. Now, what has happened at 800 rupees? The system has identified that there was a possibility that the stock was not going up. There were a lot of whipsaws in the sector. But recently, what has happened, a new development that has happened over here is that the stock gave a W shape and started consolidating near the resistance and trying to break out. These are still not that great candles. I would love to see a strong big candle breakout, which I have marked as over here of 125 rupees, 825 rupees. When the stock gives a strong breakout of 825 to 827 with a strong candle, my system is on the way where you can see the monthly is already green, weekly is turning green, and we have all the black dots below, showing that the strength is back into the stock. So I would be waiting for the stock to give a particular strong breakout. Okay. Now this stock is very much exciting. Now, if you see on the monthly time frame, the stock is back going up, taking support on the 30 EMA. And on the weekly time frame, we have got a wonderful consolidation breakout on Tata Metaliks. Okay. Now, this kind of stocks what I like. We have a low, then we have a higher high, we have a higher low, sorry. So higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. The stock is showing strength at every weakness. Okay, so wherever there is a weakness, there is a pure support of this trend line. Monthly turning into green, weekly turning into green. The volumes are shown. A relative strength is bit showing weakness as of now. So what is going to happen is on the daily time frame, I'm going to wait for a couple of days for my both the RS to go above zero. So it can happen around 900 plus rupees. We want everything to be in place. I just don't take a trade just by taking a breakout because I want relative strength also to be positive. And my system is already in line since we have not got black dots below the stocks, which shows that my system is not totally aligned and which is why the RS is still below zero. So I will wait for the perfect setup. May be expensive a little bit, but I would love to get a perfect setup. Okay, I'm in no hurry. So maybe not in this area the setup starts happening, maybe this area. Okay, so bit expensive is fine, but I do not like to modify my strategy as per stocks. I like to stick to a strategy which has given you income even in weak markets, in a bearish market. So what happens when the strategy is strong, we do not argue with it. Okay. We see the numbers of the company and everything, but follow the system truthfully and blindly because that has saved me a lot of money in bear markets. Okay. So fight everything, but not a profitable system. So right now, Jindal Steel is in my radar, but on the monthly time frame, what is happening is trying to, figuring out what to do near this weekly resistance. So once it give a strong resistance breakout, and when it tries to retest where resistance turns into support, that time I will consider it. But what we see in the major sector is that the strength is coming in the market. So Jindal Steel and Power is one of in my radar because if you see, we have a black dot placed in below the bar, which is showing the strength which has come back into the stock. Okay. Now, this is not an Indian stock, so I would not like to discuss. Let me remove all this and yes, yeah. So what over here is sale, still authority. We can see the stock was in a very major downtrend. And after this major engulfing candle in July month 2022, the stock has gained some pace. Okay, so this is where we can see the stock has started gaining some confidence into the investor. So now on the weekly time frame, what I can see, if I give a large picture, we have a very nice U-shape formation. We can consider this as a cup formation, and here is where the resistance is. Okay, which is right now over here getting stuck. Okay, we see some volumes coming in the market. But what happens right now, my only two indicators have lined up, that is monthly time frame and the weekly time frame. Relative strength is bit struggling at the zero level. So that's why my, the bar is not giving me that strength. So what happens once I get a strong breakout of the steel authority over here, maybe next week or maybe next to next week, whenever, I would be ready to take the position in this stock. If another line, if I may join over here, is a wonderful, this higher lows formation taking place and the U-shaped formation taking place above that trend line, which is on the upper side, which is really good sign for this stock. Okay. Now, Godavari Power is what I am excited about. I will just remove it because I was analyzing it before. So Godavari Power had a wonderful rally from August 2020, and we have a couple of red and black flags. So what has happened? Uh, the stock was struggling in the area of 487 areas, and it made a wonderful base at 213 rupees. So from couple of months from July 2021 till June 2023. Approximate for 2 years, the stock was totally into the sideways of this two range. Okay. And in the month of July 2023, we had a wonderful breakout with a rising volume over here. And we can see a pink bar, which shows that a wonderful buying that has happened. We can see my system has also identified a cup pattern breakout, and the stock has given a wonderful breakout. We have monthly time frame giving us a green signal, and the weekly giving you a wonderful green signal. This is a pure, beautiful position that we can create of about 545, which is it's already over there, and with a stop loss of 466, and we can just leave it. Okay, it may show a lot of power till the sector is in the presence, but guys, this is not a tip. This is how I see the stock, and I'm just sharing with you guys. Okay, so please do not consider as a tip or an advice. This can be a good stock possibility that can be seen. Okay, so these are the metal sectors, and I think so. Let me see one more, Tata Steel. Okay. Uh, yeah. So Tata Steel currently, I will just remove everything. Tata Steel ha has a wonderful red signals on the every top. It was at every level, and what we can see is a pure symmetrical triangle breakout in the monthly time frame, which is a very bullish signal. And if I go on the weekly time frame, I can see a wonderful cup pattern breakout. So the system identified itself weekly and monthly has showing me the green signal, and the relative strength is trying to catch up with it. Okay. So what happens is that this is also brilliant areas where you can go about to 122, and stop loss being 113 to be a little bit more uh, logical. We have a stop loss of 111 rupees, and we just leave the stop. So what happens, a lot of my strategy believes to put a stop loss, take a trade, and just forget it. So what happens, a lot of traders are like, oh my God, it's been 2 months, 3 months, the trade is not, giving much of the returns. But what happens is that when the sector rallies, you do not know which stock out of them rallies. You just have to have a faith, the numbers, the sectors, the demand, the supply comes as and when the big players come in, and you cannot time that. You may can time it for a swing trading or something like that, but an investment you can never time it. You have to keep faith in your system. So my system is designed in such a way that you just buy, put a stop loss, and forget it. So over here, you can see a beautiful cup pattern, and it has also given a fantastic trend line breakout. So what happens at 122 levels, you can just have a trade with a stop loss of 111. Sector being bullish, we just saw the CNX metal sector, and you just leave the stock. Okay, the volumes may come, may not come, because it's a very high liquidity and a very big market cap stock story. Sorry. So this is what the metal sector looks like to me as of now, and I have discussed the stocks that I would love and trying to analyze it. There can be more stocks that can show strength to me in coming days, but as on today, I have analyzed the stocks in the metal sector of iron and steel. Okay, so this is your friend Yogesh Bhavsar. um, I hope you like the video and my small analysis on the metal sector, and a small process how you can identify a sector and the stocks, and hope this can help you. You can buy my book Relative Strength with Technical Analysis, which I will put you the link below this video, and it is available both on Flipkart and uh, Amazon. Thank you guys. Bye.